Hi, this is Mary Flower, and I'm going to try this again. I tried to do a different page of my journaling to journal with me, and it just didn't seem to turn out the way I wanted. I think it was just, I fumbled too much, so hopefully this will be different. I'm going to journal a page about in my book that I put together, and this is mine. I really like it, and this is the page I did on my Made by Fairies books and trip to earn money there. And so I'm going to try another page on Mother's Day. Now, the great thing about Mother's Day was that I expected nothing, and I got so much. So I'm going to do this. My son came over, and he works a lot, and he gave me some flowers. That was the first thing. And so I'm going to put this picture of him, and I cut it out, and I almost regret it because I kind of cut the top of the flowers off. But I think I have a way to remedy that. I have a sticker here. And let me see if I can find it. Here it is. And I think I'm just gonna, I have so many old stickers that I want to use them up anyway. And I'm kind of one of those people that likes to do a lot of conglomeration. So I thought, you know what, there'd be a fun place to put the flowers right there, kind of where he has his, where he's holding the flowers. So this is my son. He's a handsome son, and a really, really dear son. And he brought me flowers, and he worked that day too. So I thought that was really neat. But on the other side here, I think I want to show you what I did. I took these pictures of most of my grandchildren are in this, and the coolest part about this day was I expected nothing on Mother's Day, and I got a lot. They all just popped over, and we had fun in the yard, and these are my grandchildren acting really goofy. So I think I'll put that right here on the back of this, and then add some things right here. I think I'll do this. And let's see, I need about this much right here. Okay, we'll just see how this works. I've got to have it so that it folds in because I've already done the sewing on it. And I like it. It looks kind of fun and different. On this side, you can see where I did the sewing with the embroidery floss right through it. And I had this great little that I found today at the over at the thrift store, and I put it in there with a button. And so I'm going to add a little bit of tape along here so it'll hold it really good. And I don't know about you, but washi tape sometimes just doesn't hold, so I'm always adding glue to it. So I'll do it there. And the awful thing about this is that just before I started this, this page, not so much where the photos are, but over here it got wet, and I had to dry it. So I'll dry it there. Maybe I'll even put another little row right there, and maybe across here too, where these words were. So I'm going to put it like that. And this is where I'm starting my Mother's Day this last year. I had such a perfect Mother's Day. Even my son, that I don't get to hear from very often, called me. And so I really got to hear, most of them were here on that day, and the rest of them at least called me, and I thought, that's wonderful. So here are all my grandchildren acting mightily goofy, and I may even put a video that I did with them, and they're acting really corny, and so I might even do that. And I did this, most of this was in my backyard here, and I have a really, really big yard, and so I think I'll put here with these little, I love these old-fashioned drawings in the old books, and so I'm going to put it right there. I think that'll be great. So, and I think I'm going to call this the Perfect Mother's Day. I like that. I found these just today as well, and I thought these were really cute. And maybe I'll use a couple of these. I love these little glassine sacks. I'll put that there, and maybe put this over here because he just says, I brought you flowers, Mom. And he doesn't do that very often. So I think I'll put that right there. No, I think I'll do it in the blue because it's kind of more fun to use the same. Okay, right about like this. And that'll kind of tie that in. There we go. And then I'll write something he said to me. This son is the kindest son in the whole world. I love him so much. He is really kind to his mother. And I love him very dearly. Then I'll put some over here. And I have like, let's see, 3 more. I did some more sewing with embroidery floss around here. And I have this cute little see-through flower here. And I just very sloppily, in fact, there's the needle that I was looking for, sewed embroidery floss through it, like so. And I think it looks kind of cool. So I think I'll put that over here. And I'm finding that tacky glue, for the most part, works best for me because it doesn't, it you know, stays the longest and is the most adhesive and binding. I like it the best. And I think I'll put this one down here. I have these funny little kids. I mean, I told them, at first I had a good picture of them where they all just had a normal face. And I said, okay, hold on a minute. I have the lid in my mouth, so I can't talk. So first they made a normal face, and then I said, okay, everybody make a goofy face. And I can promise you they're happy to make a goofy face. So then I will put this one here. Let's see, I think I'll add a little more glue along this. Now I hope this page goes, these pages go a little bit better than I did the last one. Sometimes you have to get all of your materials that you're going to use here together. And this is another picture I like on this side because the kids were running around in the yard, and so I really like that page. That's why I chose it. And so let me put glue on this, and hopefully this page, these pages will go a little more smoothly than my other ones. And I find that I just plop a lot of things in when I do it, and then I journal. And so I will put some of this fun stuff in here. I got these old kind of see-through type lettering, and I like that because you can go right over the top, and I sort of like that. But I'm going to add a little bit of glue to some of this because it keeps it better. Let's see. I think that I want this right along here. And then across here, I don't know. What do you think? The best of times. Isn't that cute? Oh, this was probably the most perfect Mother's Day I've ever had with so many of my grandchildren. And so we'll put this right here. If you can see it, the best of times. And then I'll just write over the top of it. And then good times together. Where can I put that one? I'm going to have to do... It was sort of a family reunion, so, you know, I think if I can pull that off. Sometimes these, when they get a little older, you have to, you know, work with them. I'll put it right there. Because it pretty much was a family reunion with almost 95 or more of my children and grandchildren, which I have 16 grandchildren. And we'll put that there. Let's see, then we're going to add some more things in this. Sometimes slopping these things together is almost better because they turn out that way. Now I'm going to put a bunch of flowers because it was in the yard, so I have a lot of trees in my yard. Oh, I think I have about 50 trees. So, and I have an acre. So I think I'd like to put a few trees on here. And maybe we can put it down on this page where I'm going to do some writing down here. Let's see. I want to make sure that stays down right there. And it was a day of flowers, so I will put some flowers on here. Let's see. Maybe right here. I sure hope I have this up here where you can see it. I've tried to keep it in one place. And let's see. We'll have to write in there. Yeah, this makes it really good for these things. I think I also found these today at over at the thrift store, and I think these are really cute, and I just got a good deal on this, so I think I'll put this here. It says Cherish. I like that. And this one says Smile, and I think that I may put it right here on this spot, because my son had a really big smile. See that? Okay, and then let's see, where else can I add some more flowers? Because I like to use up all my old crazy stickers, because I'm kind of one of those people that like to... Oh, wrong thing. Look at that. That was sort of silly, but oh well, that's the way it goes. I think I'll put this one that has the little tulips. And we'll put it right over the top of that, and you will never know. So, okay. Then, I got some flowers that... And... I put a button in them. But first of all, I like to take some embroidery floss here and put it through here like this, and then tie it like so. And then I think I'd like to put some of these flowers on there. So I tie it and then cut it off here. See that? So I have 3 of these. Let me cut that. I have 3 of these different colors, and I would like to put these funny little flowers in different places here. I have 1, I have 2, I have 3. Let's see where we can put them. Now, this best to use this good tacky glue to keep them from coming up. And I think 1 should go right here. I also have this see-through flower right up there, if you can see. And then I think I want to put 1 right over here. Because all my flowers are blooming, and I got some Mother's Day flowers. So Mother's Day just is... I used to work in a flower shop, and the busiest time of the year was Mother's Day. And let's see, where else? So we're going to put over here, I think I'd like to write Best Mother's Day. B-E-S. Where's a T? Where's my other flower? I think I'll put it right over here. Good place for it. Now I find I'm talking with the glue in my mouth, so I probably sound kind of goofy. Here, I'll take it out here. I find that when I gather all my materials and just lay them out and just have an idea of how I want to put them in there, then I just start slopping them in, and it seems to work out better that way. Okay, let's do... Okay. I think I'll put it a little closer there. Let's see. So I think that I would like to write Best Mother's Day Ever. Because this really, truly gave me so much joy this year. I sort of needed it this year because I had been kind of sad. And sometimes I think what I'll use is another C and make it look like an R, because you can change letters sometimes. Let's see if I have another R, though. We'll use an I, and I'll show you how I'm going to change it right there. Okay, and Mother's Day Where's a Y? So it says Best Mother's Day Ever, and I'm going to put some things on there. Let's move these over just a little bit. I'll give that a chance to dry. And I will put more. I think it'd be fun to just have this little kid hold some flowers. Let's see if I can do this. And she's saying, let's give these to Mom. And so here, I'll put some in her hand too. There, that way we can kind of change it, right? To show that the little kids are giving flowers to Grandma. Isn't that neat? And so they're running here to give them to me. I like that. Okay, so no more of these. Although I love these funny little, I like funny little stickers everywhere. Here's some hearts. I'll put those here. Here's some more hearts. Let's see if I can get them off of here. Sometimes these are the most difficult to get off because, let's see. And Josh gives me loves. So over here, we'll probably write the love and laughter. But I can write some of this myself. I think I'd rather use... I like to use letters, but I also like to use a lot of my own writing. Even if sometimes my writing isn't very good, I still like it. So I'm going to write in here and pause this for just a minute and do all my writing and then come back here. So this is pretty much it. This is my best Mother's Day ever. I'm going to change that to an R, sort of. I think everybody will get it. And it says, everyone was running around and acting crazy. It was perfect weather after a lot of rain, and the grass had been mowed, and it felt like a perfect day. And I may do some more journaling through here. I don't know, but it was wonderful. I expected nothing this year, but it turned out to be the sweetest Mother's Day ever. The only person I didn't see was my oldest son, but he called me, and that was enough, and it made me happy. I expect too much sometimes on Mother's Day, and I'm disappointed. So I find if I expect nothing, then whatever I get is wonderful. So that is my last Mother's Day pages, and I like how it turned out. And so there you go in my fun journal. And I think that I'm just going to put random memories in here. Maybe not for this year, just whatever I see that I want to put in here. And I just wanted it to be random. And so anyway, if you like that, give me a thumbs up. And I love comments, and thank you.